polite actions, and mindfulness. What is mindfulness, or being mindful of others? It is thinking about other people more than you think about yourself. It is not thinking about what will make your life easier, but it is being aware of the feelings and actions of others and what will make their life easier. Now, ready your cards.
May I borrow these books?
Okay. Which one? This one?
All of the books. Thank you. Ano na?
Not returning the books.
Random baby.
Thank you.
May I borrow?
Oh, sure.
Yay! Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I broke it. Hi, it's your new uniform. Thank you. It's working?
When you borrow something, you have to make sure that you return it. And when you return it, you have to make sure that it's in the same condition as when you borrowed it. And if there's a chance, for example, that you broke it, then you have to replace it because the person who lent it to you trusted you that you will take care of it. When you borrow something, you have to be careful with it and return it in one piece.
Use the umbrella. Wait, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Nice one. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
When someone's watching something, maybe watching TV or watching a show, make sure that you do not block their view. That's rude. Instead, you can say, "Excuse me," and go as low as possible, not blocking the TV or the view.
Have you seen the book that I am reading in the library? Yes, it's on my table. Can I borrow it again?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, when there are people talking and you need to pass by or to pass through them, you have to say "Excuse me" and also go low as you can and pass through. And when you pass through, you can also say "Thank you." When playing, make sure that you take turns and do not only think about your own happiness or enjoyment. It's more enjoyable if you share and take turns. When passing through an entrance or a door, and you find that someone else is going to pass at the same time, make sure you let them pass first before you. And it's nice if you can open the door for them as well. Make sure your cards are ready! When entering a private room, or for example, a private office, or someone's bedroom, first, you have to knock 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And remember, this is soft knocks and not banging. And then, wait for someone to let you in. Or wait for someone to say, "Come in," before you come in. And slowly close the door after you. This is polite. Now, kitchens or living rooms or any public spaces, like waiting rooms, are not private rooms. So you don't really have to knock. Do you have to knock when entering your parents, or your brothers, sisters, or your grandparents, or your maid's room? Yes, you have to knock. This is good manners. You have to knock 3 times and wait for someone to say, "Come in," before you can come in. And once again, you have to close the door softly once you're inside. Practice at home. Good manners.
My nose is itchy. Oh, my nose is itchy. Excuse me. It's okay. Are you okay? I'm okay.
You might think this is funny, but do not pick your nose in public, okay? Go to the toilet and clean your nose there. Or, if there are no toilets, you may get some tissue and cover your nose as you pick it. And after wipe it off and then get some alcohol or maybe wash your hands. But it's better to do it in the toilet. Same goes with blowing your nose in public. You say, "Excuse me," and make sure you properly throw the tissue and not leave it lying around. This is full of virus bacteria. So guys, that is proper etiquette. Good manners is when you blow your nose, throw it away, and don't wipe your hands anywhere, or maybe on your classmates, or maybe on your mom and dad, or on your teachers' uniforms. Please don't do that, okay? When you blow your nose, please wash your hands or do use the alcohol afterwards. Also, have you ever seen this sign before? It is priority sitting. And what does it mean? It's for PWD, or persons with disability, senior citizens, or people 60 and above in age, pregnant women, or women carrying babies. So these seats are reserved for them, and so you shouldn't be sitting in those seats. If ever you are seated on those seats and you see someone approaching that is a PWD, pregnant women, senior citizen, or mothers with babies, then you have to stand up and let them sit down.
Excuse me.
Now, when eating, what do? We should not slurp or chew loudly with mouth open. No. We should chew our food quietly with mouth closed. And drink our soup without slurping. Now, there are other cultures that actually values slurping because it means they're having a good time eating your food. But most of the time, slurping is bad manners. So we just drink our soup quietly. Also, when you burp, make sure you say, excuse me.
Hey! Vacation is almost coming. I'm so excited. Yeah, me too, kinda. What are you planning to do this vacation? I'm going to the beach. I'm so excited. I know. We're planning to go to. Hey! Vacation is almost coming. I'm so excited. Yeah, me too, kinda. What are you planning to do this vacation? I'm going to the beach. I'm so excited. I know. We're planning to go to. Oops. Sorry, teacher Alma. Yes, you may continue what you're saying. Yeah, I'm so excited. What?
Have you ever experienced talking with someone and suddenly someone butts in and starts to talk? Now this is rude. What should you do if you want to talk to someone but that someone is still talking to someone else? You can wait until they're finished before you talk. Or if it's urgent and it can't wait, you can say, excuse me, and if they allow you, then you can talk. Never butt in. Always wait for your turn to talk. Now in the classroom, when someone gets called to answer, you do not butt in and say the answer out loud. That is rude. You have to wait your turn, or you have to wait when the teacher calls you. You can raise your hand, and when the teacher calls you, then you can say the answer. Never butt in. Go Wisers!
When you see any trash lying around, pick it up and throw it properly in the trash can. Do not wait for someone else to pick it up and clean up. Do it immediately. And you yourself shouldn't throw trash just anywhere. You have to throw it properly where it should be thrown, which is the trash can.
Sometimes we are asked to fall in line, or to wait in line, or to queue up. Whenever this happens, we have to wait our turn, and we do not cut line, or move to the front, or do a shortcut, or maybe discard the line altogether. We have to make sure that we properly follow the queue, or the line. We also do not crowd the person in front of us in the queue. We don't push forward, but just stay, make sure there's distance in the front, and distance in your back. That's how you properly line up. And that is good manners. To recap, number 1, when you borrow something, make sure to return it. And when you break it, replace it. Number 2, when someone's watching, make sure you do not block their view. Say excuse me and you can go as low as you can, not blocking their view, and pass through. Number 3 is almost the same as number 2. When there are people talking with each other and you have to pass through, you have to say, excuse me, and then go as low as you can, and then pass through. Number 4 is when playing, take turns. Number 5 is when passing through an entrance or a doorway, let the other person pass first and hold the door for them. Number 6 is when entering a private room, always knock 3 times first. 1, 2, 3. Number 7 is do not pick your nose in public or blow your nose without saying, excuse me, and afterwards, make sure to wash your hands. Number 8, respect and follow, priority sitting. Number 9, eat quietly, do not slurp, chew your food with mouth closed, and say excuse me when you burp. Number 10 is when you want to talk to someone and they're still talking to someone else, wait your turn. If it's urgent, say excuse me, and if they let you talk, then you can talk. Never butt in. Number 11, make sure to throw your trash properly and do not litter. And the last one is number 12, make sure when falling in line, follow the cue or the line properly. Do not cut in line. Remember these 12 good manners so that you will have discretion with your actions, with polite actions and mindfulness. Bye! Thanks for watching!